Just wanted to do my quick reaction to the newest episode of Star Wars Rebels called Double Agent Droid. And for starters, I have to say that this is gonna be somewhat of a spoilers review. So if you haven't seen the episode, pause and put this video to your later list and go watch the episode so you know what I'm talking about. And for those that don't like spoiler reviews, then be warned, there's gonna be some spoilers. So with that out of the way, I have to say that despite what I said earlier, when I did the reaction to the this episode's review, I was kind of negative on it. But for me, although this felt like a filler episode, in a strange way, I enjoyed it thoroughly because I always liked AP5's and Jobber's interactions between the two droids, and they work fantastically together. And there's just something so nice and like natural in the banter between those two droids. And the plot was kind of nice. It had its up and downs. I felt it worked for the first like 20 minutes, and then for the last like 5 minutes, it was like so predictable and so like normal Star Wars Rebel stuff that it got my blood boiling a bit. But yeah, for the most part, this was a fine episode. And as I said before, um, these filler episodes don't like always drive the plot forward, but for me this time I didn't mind because I found it that I enjoyed those two droids together so much. But let's go to the plot for a little while here. And this episode is that Wedge and those two droids, AP5 and Chopper, go to a secret Imperial installation to steal some access codes to Lothal. And of course, when they arrive at the station, those two droids have to pass a security check, and AP5 clears it no problem, but Chopper sets up a silent alarm which is picked up in this. Um, I think I should call it like a control ship that is closing on the planet. So they decide to first check on or follow Chopper what he's doing from the and they follow him from the ship. So, and when they discover that they can use him to spy on the rebels, they can control Chopper, and Chopper is reprogrammed using a data spike that forces Chopper to help the Imperials to try to find out the secret base of the rebels of the Phoenix Squadron. And for the for a little while, the Imperials are successful, and they manage to almost install a data spike using Jabba that gives the location of the rebel base. But of course, in good Star Wars Rebels fashion, at the last minute, their plot is foiled and everything is fine, and they are fine out, and the control ship is exploded, and everybody is happy and returns home, and no biggie, no problemo. And yeah, as I get to the point, as I get to what I didn't like about this episode, I will get to the ending, because the way they ended the episode almost spoiled the rest of the episode for me. But otherwise, it was fine. But yeah, and then AP5 is the only one of the crew that suspects that something is wrong, and he tries to get Wedge's attention and alert him that there's something wrong with Jabba, and Wedge doesn't believe him, and I felt so much for AP5, because AP5 was really trying to help the crew or Wedge to understand that there's something wrong, but the poor guy didn't, or the poor droid actually didn't get through to everybody. And when the episode is at an end, then everybody's like, "Sorry, AP5, now we will believe you from this day forward until almost the end of the world," which of course is not gonna happen. So. But that made for somewhat of poor ending. But as I said, I will get to it a bit later. But yeah, actually, I like the plot. So at least, because some of the filler episodes, you can feel that they have to be there just to make up for the number of episodes that they promised to produce for Disney XD. But this time, as I said, I felt like engaged the whole time on the story, which on these filler episodes normally I'm like, where's Ron, where's like everybody else, because this was a smaller story, and yeah, it was a great. So that's what I like about the episode, and that's the plot. So now to the points where which I don't like, and there are a few. First, the ending sucked. It was so predictable, because what I hate, and I extremely hate, of Star Wars Rebels is that first there's a situation that the Empire is like, or the rebels are like, we need this, that, and this time it was the codes for Lothal, the access codes, and then they're like, let's send these three to pick them up, and until then that's fine, but then the Empire gets wind of the plan, and usually manages, like in this episode, manages to do something to like try to infiltrate the rebels, and usually, like in this episode, they are somewhat successful, but at the end of the episode, the empire is foiled, and the rebels win so easily that it's really disappointing for me all the time, because this episode had in my mind the opportunity to take the story to the next episode a bit, where they wouldn't have like saved Chopper at the end of the episode, but it would be a continuation until the next episode. That would be nice, because I think they are going back to Lothal next episode, if I'm not mistaken, at least for a little while. So that would be sometimes good, that at the end of the episode, the rebels wouldn't always win, because it feels so generic. So I don't know. It's, as I said, this was a good episode, but the last 5 minutes like almost spoiled it, because as I was explaining, without Jabba getting rescued and reprogrammed again by the rebels, by Hera, and just left there as an Imperial spy for just a few minutes longer until the next episode, it would have been so great. But no, you couldn't do it. So that's my biggest problem with the episode. My second problem is that there was AP5 was singing at the end of this episode, like, and singing mini space whales. So that was bad. I get it that we are talking about essentially a kids series, but come on, this is Star Wars, not a sing along contest. So that was my second gripe with the episode. My third is somewhat of a bigger one. Um, I might have missed one episode of this season, but where is Kanan? Because come on, bring him back at least the next episode. Because I'm beginning to miss him. Because the Ghost Crew doesn't feel like complete without Kanan uh, and Sabine, but Sabine is off doing her thing that I know. But where's Kanan? Come on, we need him back because he and Hera have a nice warm interaction all the time. So I like it, and I want him back because he's one of the main characters. So as I said, we need Freddie Prinze Jr.'s voice back pronto. But as I said at the beginning, otherwise I like the episode. So I heard some other reviewers like my favorite YouTube channel, Collider Videos, Christian Harloff was putting this episode down so badly that when I saw this episode afterwards, I watched they talking about it. I was like, come on, mate, this wasn't so bad. So, but I liked the episode. It wasn't the best Rebels episode, not by far, but it was okay. So yeah, that's my review of Double Agent Droid. Um, so remember to subscribe, like, comment, dislike. That means the world to me. And look forward to my upcoming reviews. Next week I'll be reviewing Hidden Figures, and then maybe Kong Skull Island, and then was it this coming weekend or when was it when Beauty and the Beast is coming up to the theaters here in Finland? That will be one of my reviews also. So I look forward to those. Have a nice day or evening or morning whenever you are watching this. See you again soon. Bye bye.